I'm with Yankees catcher J.R. Murphy. J.R., I have to believe that the last day and a half have been a little bit of a whirlwind for you. So what's it all been like?
It has been a whirlwind. The last 48 hours have been long. Found out in Lehigh Valley I was coming up, and had to call the parents first thing, and they got on the first flight the next morning. So they got here before I did. I drove yesterday morning real early and got to the field around 9 o'clock, and I tried to soak it all in.
What was your initial reaction when Dave Miley came to you and said, look, you're not going home, you're going to New York?
Yeah, I was planning my trip home, but it was easy to make that trip this way instead of back south. But, it was exciting. I didn't really know it was coming, so I was really excited. I'm glad my family's here to enjoy it with me.
Tell me a little bit about what your parents' first reaction was when you gave them that phone call.
I think they kind of had a feeling it was going to happen, but they were surprised nonetheless, and really happy for me. My mom probably cried, and they're here now, so I'm happy.
So what's it like being here at Yankee Stadium?
Yesterday was really cool. I got to soak it in. I sat in the dugout for the first few innings before I went to the bullpen, and seeing the fans and the crowds, and I came here right after I signed, but it's not the same being in the dugout and in the pinstripes. How
much does it help? A couple guys that you've obviously caught are here with you, so you're kind of doing the whole thing with a group that you're pretty familiar with.
Yeah, Dellin and Brett are up here now too, so that helps make the transition a little easier. And spring training, being around the guys helps it make it a little easier too. But it's still the same game, and I still have to go out there and have fun.
How do you evaluate your minor league season?
I think it went well. I learned a lot. I grew a lot as a player, as a catcher, more mentally also than physically, learning how to manage the staff and that stuff. And I think it was overall a good year.
You talked yesterday a lot about how defense is first priority for a catcher, especially in this organization. So what strides did you make defensively? What did you really focus on throughout the course of this year?
Yeah, with Joe and Tony here, defense is definitely above the hitting, and they stress that a lot. I think all around defensively, really, if I had to point one thing out, blocking, receiving, throwing, all that stuff plays into it. And I think overall I grew in all those aspects this year.
You look at some of the pitchers that are down there. Obviously, you mentioned the two guys that are up here. Was there anybody down there that impressed you that you think is going to have quite a career?
Chase Whitley did really well in AAA. He came into the starter role at the end of the year when we needed a guy, and he's done really, really well.
What do you hope to get out of this experience? What do you hope to accomplish up here?
Well, I want to help the team win if I ever get the opportunity, and when I'm not playing, I just want to soak it all in and enjoy it, and hopefully get ready for next year. But hopefully I get an opportunity to get in there and do the best.
If you do get the chance, what do you think that's going to be like the first time you step on this field and actually in a game?
Austin actually let me go out there and warm up Pettit yesterday in between innings one time, so that was the first time I was actually out there, and that was really cool. I had some butterflies just doing that, so getting out there in a real game is going to be exciting.
JR, thanks for the time, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.